Hello again, brothers. I'm back. Day 13. I thought I'd make another video just to say two things. One, thank you for everyone who's said kind comments. I never expected that. I guess we're all struggling and everyone can see how hard this is. Two is, so that's support. And the second thing I want to talk about is struggle. Because today is a struggle. The temptation comes, and boy is it hard to fight. Boy, do these temptations slip in easily between cracks in your thoughts, you know, if you're not ready. I don't know if I'm ready. I'm still holding on though. This is take 3. This is the third time I've been through this, past this day, in probably 2 months now. I don't want to do it again. You know, I don't want to do it again. I know we relapse. I don't want to do it again. This is too much. Like, it's taken everything from me. You know, it's taken everything. Why keep doing it to yourself? Why can't this be the one, you know, the one that breaks through, the time that sticks? It has to happen sooner or later. But boy, is it a struggle. I'm thankful for this because at the moment, my dopamine is through the floor, you know. It's through the floor and it's desperate for any survival, any way to claw itself back. And a few glances of that have saved my life. It sounds dramatic, but that's how I see it at the moment. I see it as a fight for my life, you know. I mean, I hope I'm not one of these people who looks back on a tattoo they had and didn't live up to. I'm hoping that's not going to be me. These videos don't really mean much until you're walking the walk, you know, living your truth. Once you've gone through the fire, then you can look back and say, yeah, it's possible. At the moment, I'm not an inspiration. I'm not a guru. I'm not anything. I'm a broken man. And this is hard. Don't be afraid to struggle. You're going to struggle. I'm not going to lie to you. Excuse me. The other thing I want to talk about is support. Again, another shout out to Keith. You've been a rock and you're still there, brother. Keep fighting. But there's other people who you think might understand, and you need to be careful, because if you're trying to convince people when you're not convinced yourself, it's going to backfire. I've had a really good friend who, he's an addict, but he's not ready to admit it to himself. And if you put him, I'm not going to name him, if you put him to the test and say, could you go 30 days without? He says, yeah, I probably could. And I say, have you been 30 days without? No. Why should I? You know, it becomes a fight, it becomes confrontational because it's you attacking something in him. This thing gets us hard, you know, and you know what I mean? I mean, it gets us deeply. It will take everything you've got and it will leave you wondering why you can't be happy, why you can't be the same as everyone else, why you can't feel the same passion for simple things as everyone else, why a walk along the seafront isn't as beautiful as it could be. I mean, maybe he doesn't need it. I don't know, not everyone does. Not everyone needs to live their ultimate self, their highest truth. Some people are just happy being content in a relationship, jerking off once in a while. They've got everything, they're fine, you know. Our mission is not to evangelise. It's just to support those who need support. So thank you to everyone out there who's supported me. God, I really should do a retake. I'm such a snotty mess. But you know, I'm an emotional dude, and this thing is ripping me to pieces. Support. It's magnificent. But don't push it on people when they're not ready, you know. If you have someone in your life that gets this, fine. But you know, not everyone has. I mean, I'm going to talk to some guys out there now who I know have been as bad as me and worse. The sort of guys who, you've been in a relationship, you've had great physical relations with your partner all night, you know, you're done, you're worn out, there's nothing else, and then you go home, you fire up the laptop, and you do what you got to do, because there's something in your brain that tells you you're not complete without that. How fucked up is that? How fucked up? You know, when you're telling your girlfriend or your family, oh, there's just something I need to take care of, and what that is just to go and jerk off. How fucked up is that? But there's only a few of us who are willing to admit it, you know, who are willing to admit that we're past the point of comfort. We're past the point where this feels okay. And not only that, it's not just behavioural, it's emotional now. It's about mood, it's about connection, it's about, no thanks guys, I won't come out tonight and hang out with you, I've got something to do at home. You haven't got anything to do at home. You're just enthralled to something. It's a struggle, man. Day 13, take 3. I'm not a religious dude. I never have been. I wish I was, you know. I wish something grabbed me by the toes and shook me, but no religion ever has. But there's something going on here. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't believe. I'm not convinced. I see those guys out there, Gabe, Dog and Miko, shout out to you boys, and a few others who are living their truth, and they've got it. You know, they're still fighting the fight, but they've got it. I don't believe I'm ever going to pass through the fire. Maybe some of you are the same. Maybe some of you think, I'll give it a go, but I don't believe I'm ever going to be better. That's me. And it's only looking back on this in hindsight that maybe it will have some meaning, or maybe not. Maybe it'll just be another statistic, you know, another relapse or another failure. But boy, is it a struggle. I just want to say thank you to everyone out there who's fighting the fight. Thank you to everyone commenting. Thank you for everyone who said they liked the video. Thank you for the words of support. Because this is just one of those things that you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. And you don't realise until you realise. At that point, there's no shortcut. There's no quick way through this fire. So, I apologise for being such a mess. I've got a cold and I've got no dopamine and a relationship breakup. You know, everything happens at the same time. It's always the way, isn't it? It's like when life fires everything it's got at you, and all you can do is just keep standing up, you know. So I guess it's one of those times. But yeah, so that was it. Struggle and support. Find support where you can, but don't try to evangelise people, because if they're not ready, they're not ready, you know. If you're lucky, you've got someone. If not, find support elsewhere. Make a video, write a journal, talk to people who get it, who are willing to fight the fight, to look into the darkness and fire back, you know. But don't try to evangelise, and be prepared to struggle. Be prepared to fail. Consider yourself drowning, you know. I'm about to head to the gym in a minute. Any floating object you can grasp onto to keep yourself afloat, do it until something bigger comes along. Boy, this is tough. Okay, cheers again, guys. See you on the other side.